Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back on it with the Ingham family of Chris and Sarah, plus their little clan of little people travelling around in their little nomadic vans. That's right, and today, the title of the vlog, we've hit a problem. I wonder what that problem might just be. Is it gonna send them back to the UK? Is it going to send them back to Dubai? Is it such a big problem that they can't overcome? It sounds dramatic. So let's, without further ado, let's get right into it to find out exactly what this major issue is that they have to overcome. It sounds great.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful day in Sardinia. It's not the warmest today. No, I tell a lie. It's definitely not the warmest today, but it's certainly not cold. It's around 23 degrees right now, and it's about 11 a.m. I've just left everybody. We slept at the top of this road with a ton of other vans last night, and I am currently walking down to the harbour to try and organise us a boat tour for in 2 days' time. The weather's a bit rubbish tomorrow. I mean, rubbish, there's a chance of rain tomorrow, so we don't do on that, but then the day after that we're back to pure sun and amazingness. So I'm going to try and organise this a little boat tour for then, but I've just realised that although we were camping with a lot of other vans at the top, they're still all there. I'll show you when we get back. We've literally been camping right behind a campsite. Didn't even realise last night, but this is clearly a massive campsite in there. So that's pretty cool. We shall move around to that for sure, as soon as I'm going to be here for a couple of days. So we're back on the east side and we're in the town of Cala, Gonone. Cala, G-O-N-O-N-E. And that's because here is like the main hub for catching a boat tour to go to all the special, secluded, like ultra special beaches and coves and stuff here that you can only access by boat. So on the east side of Sardinia, at the top end near Albia, where we crossed on the ferry, you've got a number of beaches that you can go to, you can drive to, like we did. There's lots of them, there's probably hundreds of them, all up and down the top end of the east coast. And then you've got the really special, or what are listed as the really special beaches that are much harder to reach. You can either reach them by like a 15-kilometre trek through the mountains, or you can take a boat tour. So most people obviously opt for the boat tour. And that's what we're doing, so that's why we're here. We're in the town that's like the hub for boat tours here. So the two towns that you can go to catch a boat tour on the east coast are called Orosei, O-R-O-S-E-I, or here where we are now in Cala, Gonone, and there's more options from here where we are right now. So that is why we're here. Man, it's beautiful down here. It's popping as well. There's definitely full of tourists around here. Alright, so I've been on quite a walk. I've walked like 3 kilometers or so around town, and just a little bit out of town as well, which is where I'm walking back from now. Because I went around a ton of the boat shops, and there's loads of them that offer all the same thing. So it's just bartering price basically. Some of them are 200, sorry, what I'm looking for is basically, so we were looking for one of the boat tours that you can get on and someone drives you to all these different places. But they're pretty full for the next few days. And also a lot of the tour companies down here offer a boat rental rather than the bigger boat tours. So I've managed to secure a boat rental for the day, which is between 9 a.m. 5:30 p.m. and it's €200 and it's just look that they are all 8-seater boats with a roof. You can drive yourself on a car license.
Now, Chris, since you keep saying you're going to drive a boat, I would just like to point out that you can't actually drive a boat. There's no such thing as driving a boat. You seem to be such a great boat driver that I would like to point this out to you. Do you drive a boat? No, you don't drive a boat. You pilot a boat if you're the captain. Are you the captain of the boat, Christopher? Are you going to be, on the steering wheel? Yeah, you could be a pilot, right? You can also sail a boat if you are sailing a sailboat, for example, or more commonly you can steer a boat, right? If you are just a general, like, boat driver, you want to call it driving. Yeah, you don't drive a boat, you steer the boat, Christopher. You steer the boat. You might want to know this as you are so desperate to have a boat of your own.
So it's pretty freaking awesome, man. So it's €200 for the day plus gas. Some places are saying €300 plus gas. But obviously I just went with the €200 one. The majority were saying 200, so you know, all good. So I just need to sell this to Sarah now. I'm not sure she'll be all the way up for me driving us around to these different coves, but I think it'd be so boss. We get to drive ourselves to all these different coves. We get to spend our own time, however long we want, at each one, rather than working with a tour. I think it's such a good idea, and it's super cheap. Like if we paid onto a tour, you're talking, I think it was between 60 and 80 euros per person, and everybody pays, including Roddy, Mila, etc. And you don't get any food or drink on that, it's just for the tour. So, no brainer. Rent the boat, take our own picnics, bish bash bosh. There's 2 in this town. A lot of places say online it's not very camper friendly. I haven't seen that whatsoever. In fact, it seems very friendly. There's not too many park for night spots up here. There is maybe 5 or 6 in the town. When you come into this town, you're right high up in the mountains, just over there. That's where you're driving through. And then the route takes you out onto the biggest step down chicane, wind down from the mountain. We were coming down it for like half an hour. It was literally endless. I thought I'd been on big ones in Norway, but never as big as that. And then eventually you pop out in this town. So going back up to the top of the mountain and trying to find somewhere to sleep last night was not an option. We had to find somewhere to sleep here. And we did, it was easy. We just went to a couple of the places, and the first one we went to it looked great, and there was tons of other vans there, so we're like, yep, this is the one, let's go. But we have a couple of van life friends who are also touring in Italy right now, and I'm just hearing just stuff like that makes me feel uneasy, like break-ins, lots of break-ins. And we're talking mainland Italy, I'm not talking Sardinia, so I don't know necessarily what it's like in Sardinia, but just the vibe, especially after what we saw in Florence with the break-ins and stuff like that, I'm really nervous to leave the van anywhere in Italy now. Like anywhere. And I know I'm not trying to tarnish the whole of Italy by saying that, by the way. I know that it's probably just random gangs that are operating in probably the main city places, not so much probably Sardinia or anywhere else. But it makes me feel nervous nonetheless. We literally had a friend who sent us a video the other night. They'd been in Florence and they were parked with 3 other campers, all of which got ransacked when they were out on a day in Florence. So avoid that park and ride we stayed at, frickin' avoid it. I have no idea how we managed to escape getting burgled that day, probably because of the cameras on the outside of the van, I imagine. But we were so lucky not to get burgled because all of them got ransacked. So yeah, it makes me feel uneasy for sure. Long story short, I don't want to leave the van anywhere for the day that's not secure. So there's 2 campsites here. One is a proper campsite with a pool. One is like a motorhome. It's a campsite, but it's not got like a pool or anything. It's called a motorhome service centre, but it's not a motorhome service centre. It is a campsite. I've just walked there. I walked to the first one, and my arm is literally dropping off of this camera. My goodness me. I walked to the first one, which is we're just parked next to, and they're full for the next week. But I walked to the service one just in the hopes that they were not, and they're not. They've got loads of space, so we're going to move around there definitely. It's pretty reasonable as well. It's about 25 euros a night. And that's with the caravan. Everywhere in Europe, to be fair, has been amazing. We've not been charged like extra because we're towing a caravan as well, which is because we all fit on one pitch, which we do very, very easily because the caravan's compact. It's just easy breezy. One charge for the pitch and no issues. But so we're going to move around there for definite to that campsite, and then we'll walk into town tomorrow. The next day, sorry, when we rent the boat. And all will be well. The guy was like, yeah, no problem, we got loads of space, man, it's all good. So we'll take a walk today, enjoy some sun, maybe go on the beach, swim in the sea, and have a chill tomorrow, and then it's boat time. And that's gonna cap it off for me, really, for Sardinia. Getting to do that because we're gonna get to see all these, I don't know where I came from. I'm lost. We're gonna see all these epic little bits of coastline that you can only see if you're on a boat. So very, very freaking excited about that. all the scenes I've seen on reels that have been plaguing my news feed ever since we decided to come on this trip. Gonna get to see them all, man. I can't wait. That is, we are gonna get to see them all if, and it's a big fat if, I can persuade Sarah that I'm trustworthy enough to boat us out on the open ocean all day. Wish me luck.
Look at these two! You can be anything you want to be, Jace. You can be anything you want to be if you work really, really hard. What are these two doing? Right. Oh, look at them. So cute. We've just pulled up on a campsite. These two are just off exploring, which is just the most adorable thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life. Back this way then, Mila. You can't go too far. So we just drove probably like 5 minutes around the corner from where we were. So the reason that the caravan's down there was because we were originally parked here.
See if you can push on his end and we'll let go, right?
Okay, careful, Jace. See if you can push the caravan. Push!
Go on, Jace!
Jace, you're pushing it up a hill!
Go on, Jace!
Jace, look!
You're like Superman, man. Come on, man. You push it up the hill. Go on, Jace!
So cute.
You're an absolute monster. Look at you getting it up that hill to the van.
Whoa!
What the heck, man?
Well
Jace, you are so
done.
strong.
Go get it. Go get it.
Want me to help you? Go on, Jace.
Well done. But yeah, we'd originally parked here, so we had the caravan parked in here, and then we were parked in the other space there, the van, in the other space here. However, because of the trees, which were lovely with the shade, it wasn't great for Starlink. So when you're under trees and things, obviously the thing can't find satellites, so you can't get internet. And obviously the girls are like, oh, do we have to stay here? Because they like to watch movies and things on a night. And also Chris often likes to use it when he's editing and things like that. We do have data, but we'd rather not use the data on our phones unless we need to. And in this case, we don't need to because there is this space here without trees. Look at her.
I said when I was walking back, I said, oh, it's going to be interesting if I can convince Sarah to rent a boat and let me drive us on the ocean for the day. And,
as long as we've got like as long as it's a proper boat with like proper seats and like life jackets and proper, as long as it's proper, then I don't mind. I don't trust you being like, come on, jump in this dinghy. I can't be doing with Chris's jump in this dinghy. It's fine, let's sail out to a new island. I'm not doing that.
that's what we're doing, basically.
And as long as it's like a proper reputable company that we're hiring it from, and we definitely have all the qualifications that you need, like whatever you need, which is just a driving license. Don't know why you need a driving license to drive a boat, but if that's what they're saying you need, and they're saying it's very easy, which they said to Chris it was, it's very easy to drive, everyone does it, then I'm still nervous. I don't love the idea, but I do want to visit the islands. Wow! And we don't want to stay, basically we don't want to stay in Sardinia for too many more days. Not that we don't like it here, I've loved it. It's been one of my highlights of the trip actually. I've absolutely loved Sardinia and I would never leave these beaches if I didn't have to, but we can't just vlog on beaches every single day. And there's so many other things we want to do on this trip, so, and we've got friends coming to Italy, and if we don't leave very soon we're going to miss them because they're only in Italy for like 5 days. What, darling? No, you're fine. Just chill.
He's been bit by a muzzy.
Oh no, just chill. So yeah, we don't want to. So we want to leave Sardinia in the next few days, and the boat tours that could take us to the islands are all fully booked, or some of them don't accept younger children.
You already said all this.
Oh, you already said it all.
I said all of it.
All right, well I'll shut up then. Where's Aurora gone?
Can I convince you to go on a boat tour with me or not?
But yeah, I'll do the boat tour as long as it's proper. You three unintentionally kind of matched today. You've all got blue on.
Yeah.
Very. You do? You've got a blue dress, looking like a little princess. She's got a romper and you've got a t-shirt and shorts. She wants to walk though, darling. Put her down. No, Jace, now put her down, please. Thank you. Go on then. You've got a pen all over your face and stickers. Wow, you're a princess, Mila. Let's have a look. You're a real princess. Yes, darling. Okay, just be careful, okay? Just be careful. Rara, where are you going, little Ted? She's like, I'm going to try and keep up with them. She's doing so well with her walking. Look how good she's got. In just a few days. Little Ted. Little explorer. Careful. You okay? Yeah? Just be careful. There we go. Do you want to hold my hand?
Okay guys, so we got to the campsite about like an hour ago maybe now, and me and Isabel are going to have a little walk down to the restaurant. Then we're going to get a little drink.
I don't even know if it's open or what it is, but we're going to go have a look at it now.
Yeah, so we're going to go have a little look and see how it is.
Guys, also look what happened today.
Oh, Isabel's nail came off.
My nail came off.
Esme's nail just came off as well too.
I'm actually devastated. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so first of all, they don't do food until 6:30, so that's way later on. And second, I'm sorry, I just paid €2 and I thought it was gonna be big.
It's so small. She got a little coffee.
It's okay though, Isabel, don't worry. Just pay for it out of the millions that you've earned, right? The millions, the empire that you have. Remember, you have an empire of businesses. Yeah, you know, you can afford it. So don't worry, it's only €2. So don't worry about a single thing.
So,
but it's not too expensive for food. The food
no,
isn't
it's not.
expensive.
It's like €6. Sorry, €6 for pizza and like £3 for panini.
Yeah, it wasn't even bad, but that was €2. And it's tiny.
Yeah, it's tiny.
But we also got some of these.
Yeah, so we got some bacon or ham, whatever they are, crisps, and then I got a can of Coke.
Let's see if it's nice.
Yeah,
Some sugar in it.
Let's see.
Alright, let's see. Actually, I should have probably got 2 sugars because they're quite strong in Italy.
How is it?
It's fine.
Do you know sugar?
Yeah.
Okay. I can go grab one if you want.
It's nice, but the sugar gets trapped in like the froth. So the actual coffee's quite...
Yeah.
Well guys, at least we're saving some space when we go out later.
Yeah. I don't know, these crisps taste like Nutella.
Nutella?
I like... You did it, Nutella.
What the hell?
I did like Nutella, don't they?
That is so weird. What?
I don't know how I feel about them.
I thought you were joking. Why did it actually taste like Nutella?
Nutella.
That's really weird.
When I say the little three have had the time of their lives playing, I mean it. The only downside was the mosquitoes, which are not a vibe I like. They are a blooming nightmare. But yeah, they've just had so much fun. We just had to take Aurora to the shower block because she just gets so muddy. Obviously she's up and down, she's trying to walk, but she falls down, she likes to dig in the dirt. It's just so sweet to watch, but she was black. So we took her to get cleaned up, and now we're heading for a little walk from the campsite. What?
We go to the beach.
We are, because there's a nice little town here. Ooh, that's cool. There's a nice little town here that's walking distance from the campsite. Such a lovely campsite. Is actually not, is it classed as a campsite?
Yeah, I don't know to be honest, but
It is a campsite because there was some of you said it was classed as an air.
I mean, it's kind of like an air. It's not listed as a campsite online. No, this is like.
But it looks like a campsite. It's got all the facilities. You've got electric, you've got water. There's toilet block. There's €25 a night, which is really reasonable price. It's really reasonable price, so we're quite happy with that. And we're going to be staying here for a couple of nights because we're going to do the boat thing, which I'm so excited about. I really wanted to do a boat trip, and I was really gutted when I thought that we might not be able to do one because of them being fully booked, or like I said before, not allowing younger children. But these little tucks up things make me laugh so much. They're so cute. I really want one. But yeah, it'll actually be even more, I feel like it's going to be even more fun doing our own. I just need to see the boat first. I need to see it with my own eyes before I'm deciding fully. Because I know what Chris is like. He'll be like, yeah, it's brilliant. It's going to be the best. And then it's going to be like a rubber dinghy or a kayak. And I'm like, you said there was 8 seats. It's like, yeah, 4 plus, you know, 4 on your knees, that's 8. I know what Chris is like. That's not what he said, by the way, but that's just something that he would definitely do. So I need to see the boat first, so we're heading down there now.
I absolutely would not trust Chris on a boat, right? Particularly one which is like a speedboat of that kind of caliber. Because if anybody remembers last year when they went on a boat and nearly killed the kids, does anybody remember that? Because I certainly do. It was one of the worst videos, vlogs that they've ever put out. Chris actually nearly killed the kids, and I'm not even joking, right? If you take a look at this, this is just one part of it. It was horrendous.
Isabel, what just happened?
We nearly capsized. No, we didn't nearly, but no, we nearly did. Dad went over a bump, but we didn't realise there was a big wave behind it, so we went down the other side. And the boat just went over this massive wave.
Look how choppy it is. It's really choppy today. So when we're going towards the waves, it's like bouncing everywhere.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Dad, chill. Oh my god, the wave. Smacked to the side by them, not good. We're going against them, isn't good either.
Yeah, this is better. This going against them.
It's a bit scary, I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to film a shot of them at the front.
It's so fun. Keep going.
One thing that you can't see or you can't tell from there is that the kids, the younger ones particularly, are not really strapped in. They're not tied in. They're not like, they're just sat there. They are bouncing up and down whilst Chris is zooming along, speeding as fast as he possibly can because, you know, I don't know, he has some sort of kick out of it, endangering his kids or whatever, right? And the smaller kids, they're just sat there very loosely, not attached to anything, kind of half the time hanging off the edge there. That at one point even had Esme sat on the front of the boat, where if she had fallen underneath it, she would have been chopped up into a million pieces, you know. But it was really horrendous. Chris, yeah, he thought it was great fun, obviously.
So we just found a cute little restaurante for dinner tonight. So the ladies inside are just getting us a table together. Actually, I think it's done. Come on, you two, let's go. Everyone's still asleep. There we go. Up we go. Rora's still asleep, should I say, not everyone. This is so cute. This place is giving pure holiday vibes. One thing I love about when you come on holiday is when you get baskets of bread.
All the Italians are looking at me like I'm an idiot putting mayo on this. That's nice.
Right, Isla. Is that good, Jason Mila? Yeah! Little rugrat Mila. The lady just came over. It's actually kind of a reoccurring thing, this trip, isn't it? Are they all your girls? Are they all your daughters? One of them's a boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, don't worry. Gets often mistaken for a boy because of his beautiful long blonde hair. Yeah. And then they always follow it with, I like the little ginger one. And like she's a little... Isabel just said, Isabel, what did you just say Mila was? From Rugrats. Angelica from Rugrats. So funny.
It's funniest in Dubai, everyone loves me in Dubai. You can't walk anywhere in Dubai without people stopping to...
Yeah, but even here in Europe, it's been very... you always get lots of people taking pictures.
It's because she's got these big eyes, she looks like a doll, that's why.
She's got big blue eyes.
Blue eyes, just like a doll.
And she's a Rugrat. In the best way possible. Yeah. Dinner just arrived, you're welcome darling, good boy. And me and Esme went for a delicious lasagna, which looks so good. Chris went for some chips and a margarita pizza that looks absolutely delicious as well. Isla went for a traditional Sardinian dish.
It's like a pasta.
Yeah, it's a traditional Sardinian pasta.
They said, do you want bolognese or tomato? And obviously I got bolognese.
Well, duh. That looks really good. Mila and Jace are sharing a margarita. Isabel got a mushroom pizza. Esme got the same as me. And Aurora's going to have a bit of the pizza. Jace and Mila's pizza, because obviously it's massive. They're not going to eat that whole thing. And she's also going to have some of my lasagna. But right now she's eating bread.
Yummy, yummy girl.
Yeah, I haven't made lasagna. No, I don't think I have. That is one dish I don't think I've ever made from scratch. Lasagna. No, you've made lasagna. You used to make lasagna.
I have.
You've made it. You made it in slow cooker, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but it was like in, I think that was in...
But that was like a lot old. That was like at least like 10, 15 years ago.
It definitely wasn't 10 or 15 years ago, Sarah, because fortunately we have video evidence of this event. Chris did in fact make a I can't believe this. He actually did make a lasagna in the slow cooker, and it's infamous. Actually destroyed the slow cooker, if anybody remembers. Just take a look at this.
I thought I was getting a bit of a dab hand at this whole slow cooking malarkey. To the point where I thought I'd try myself at a lasagna today. I bought all of the ingredients kind of raw from the shop. How stupid is that statement? Of course I bought them raw. I brought all the ingredients from the shop. I did it all from scratch. And it took a long time, but I think I might have made it a bit too thick because this is kind of happening right now. It's kind of spilling out all over the top of the slow cooker. Quite bad.
No, I remember him making the lasagna.
I did used to cook actually.
No, you didn't, babe. No, you did not used to cook. Neither can I, because he didn't, and he doesn't.
I forgot how to easily.
You once made a lasagna. You once made me spaghetti bolognese on Valentine's Day. That was really good.
Romantic, that one.
That was, babe. Do you remember that? We were sat around in that tiny little living room.
What did you be like?
We had a tiny table.
I mean, not family. Do you like Lady in Campground?
No, we definitely didn't do that either. We had a tiny little table in our living room with a candle on it, but it wasn't even a table, it was a bedside table. We used to use it as a table. Yeah, and then you've made one other thing. What's the other thing you made? You once made a sausage casserole.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, and it's bean pasties,
Oh yeah, and he once made a Greg's bean pasty.
I mean, I've made a few things over time.
Yeah, you have made a few things. Yeah, you have made a few things, but if I was to tell you to cook any meal now, you'd be like, I don't know what. You can't even go to the supermarket. Can you grab something for tea? Well, I don't know. You have to send me the ingredients. I don't know what I'm getting.
I even hate doing that.
He even hates it,
I hate
yeah.
finding the ingredients.
But anyway, lasagna is something that I don't think I've ever made from scratch, me personally.
How can you not have made lasagna from scratch? I mean, it's like one of the easiest things to make, and it's one of the most delicious things to eat. So, like, what do you do when you want a lasagna, right?
And I should definitely do that, because I bet it's not even... Yeah. Esme goes, you should do it when I turn the camera off to turn it round. Esme said, you could make it so cheesy. Is it good?
People hated on us for eating too much cheese.
No, what about in Inghams?
People don't like us eating cheese.
When we made lasagna in the van, and then we had it in
a baguette. Oh, that was so good. In a baguette. That was so delicious.
Oh, that was legendary, all right. That was absolutely legendary. And if nobody knows, I did actually copy Sarah. I did my own lasagna baguettes, right? A little while ago. I did a vlog of it, and it's on the channel somewhere if you want to go and research that and have a look, see how mine turned out. It was fucking gorgeous. Gotta say, lovely. Anyway, Esme said this one's good, and it's going cold, so I'm going to eat it. Well, that's what happened to the lasagna.
and I officially ate chips because Aurora loved the lasagna so much that I felt bad eating it. She probably ate half of that, didn't she? Do you reckon she ate half of that? I reckon she did. She ate so much. You like it? Get your foot off the table, you dirtbag. Esme, what did you think of the lasagna?
I think it's very good.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Same.
No, maybe 6. I'd give it a 6.
I'd give it an 8.
Oh, I'd give it a 6. What's up, darling?
I bet you could have made you could make it better.
It was wet for me. It was a bit flavourless and a bit wet. Do you know what it tasted like?
Yeah, but I don't like it when it's dry.
It tried, no, not dry. I mean like too wet, flavourless wet. Like, do you know when you eat? Do you know what it tasted like? Like it had been frozen and defrosted and got a bit of liquid in it. That's what it tasted like to me. And it does say on the menu some items may have been frozen. So I bet the lasagna was frozen.
Yeah, it probably was.
Just my opinion.
It was still good.
It was still decent, and Aurora absolutely loved it. So that's good. How was yours, Isla?
It was actually really good. I'm very full though. Like
It was quite a big bowl. It was quite a big bowl. Was yours good? Nice. Jason Miller ate loads as well. I feel bad for Mila because I feel like she stands up all the time at the table, and I'm always saying to her, Mila, sit down. Mila, sit down. But she's so small that when she sits down, it's just her head poking over. She can't see anything. Anyway, that was nice. Very nice indeed. The price was also very reasonable. I think it was about €12 for the lasagna. Isla's was, no it wasn't, it was 13 with the tomato sauce. I think it was 15 with the bolognese. So Isla's was about 15 I think. The pizzas were like 10. The only thing that annoys me, not annoys me but I begrudge paying in Europe, and I found it in a lot of restaurants, is the price of chips. €6 for one plate of chips. And we got 3, so that's like nearly €20 on chips.
Yeah, your big back.
Which is now, well, it's a good job we got chips because she ate all my dinner. Yeah, so it's like nearly £20 for chips. I really begrudge that.
Yeah, it is mad.
It's crazy, that, isn't it? In fact, the chips were more than a margarita pizza.
€6.
Your pizza was cheaper. I think your pizza was 8. Also, it's not cheaper then. What an idiot. No, what an idiot. But you get what I mean. A pizza or chips. And chips are like made of nothing. Like it's a spud. That spud probably cost about 4p.
Spud.
I remember complaining about this last time I was in Europe. The price of chips. And now the comments will be flooded with me. Don't order him then. If Chris earns X amount a day, then what are you complaining for?
Man, shut up, Paul.
Why are you complaining if Chris earns X amount a day? Has they got a comment like that recently? What did they say to you recently?
I did TikTok and stuff, dude. It got like a million
oh my
views.
gosh, yes, TikTok and stuff.
It had like a million views.
Stop complaining, your dad earns X amount a day, get daddy to buy you for it.
So I was like,
Sure, you did get them to buy it for it.
Right, we're going to pay. I want ice cream.
Yeah, man.
me too.
I'm actually stuffed, I don't know if I can face it, but I really fancy an Italian ice cream because it's something we've not done yet. Also, guys, we're in a predicament.
Oh, it's a real bad predicament.
It's a really bad no, it's not. It's like first world problems.
Yeah, but it's too much.
Basically, yeah, I got a severe weather warning as well. So basically, we went to book the boat, and it turns out there's like tens of boats here, all the same, and people just hire them, and you do only need a driving licence. Some boats you don't even need a driving licence, but the one we need, the 8-seater, it's a bit like a speedboat, isn't it, with a roof?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like looks like a speedboat, but with a roof, basically. So the weather's turned, basically. We went to book it, and they won't book it because the weather's turned. So not only is tomorrow a weather warning, but now also the next day, which is when we were planning on going on the boat trip the next day, that's also now changed. And it's not a weather warning, but it's due to rain, and they won't obviously let amateurs out on boats if the weather's anything but perfect. And then the next day looks like it's going to be nice, partly cloudy still.
So it's still a risk for the next day.
So
We
it's
don't
still a
want to
risk
stay
for
that
the
long.
next day. It's €25 a night for the campsite, so that's
Is it? It's a standard price, 25. I think when you have
the
more
kids
than
and
5
stuff on,
family members,
yeah.
you have to pay it. I think it's might be €7 on top of that. I don't know if it is.
person, yeah. So whatever. So it's going to be over £100 for the campsite. The boat's $250. So
And we're still not guaranteed the weather.
and we're not guaranteed the weather.
Until until like 4 days from now.
So we're spending like £150 on a campsite when we might still not get to do the boat trip, basically.
So
we definitely won't be able to meet our friends.
And we've got friends to meet in mainland Italy, which we really want to do. And what do we do basically?
So what do we do?
Do we hang around in
But we
Sardinia
really wanted to do the boat trip. You basically hire a boat and you just drive around these special islands all on your own that you can only reach via boat, caves and all sorts. It sounds so fun. But is there other places we're going where we could do an equally cool boat trip? See, I'm feeling disappointed because the other country we're going to, I really wanted to do something there. Now I've just found out that I can't, but I'll talk to you about that another day. I'm gutted about that. Anyway, so that's this predicament. That is what we're thinking right now. This is what's going on in our heads right now. Do we stay for 3 to 4 days and wait to be able to do the boat trip? Or do we not? Do we just class it as, you know, it wasn't meant to be this time? You're trying to take your shoes off? It wasn't meant to be this time, and just continue our plans without doing the boat trip. Well, that was absolutely lovely. If anybody is in Sardinia and wants a really nice, chilled, relaxing, reasonable priced, nice tasting food, then definitely head here. Also really good views of the ocean as well. But yeah, really nice, chilled vibe. Really nice, relaxing evening.
Everyone was nice in there.
And everyone was really lovely, yeah, the workers were so nice. Right, we're looking for ice cream. What?
Do you want some?
What's she doing?
I'm not
We will live! Or we will die! But we will not! What time? What? Well, we found ice cream.
Oh yeah.
One shot.
I really want the raspberry sorbet.
I really want a raspberry sorbet. Esme, you scammed me. I owe Esme an ice cream. I said on this trip, ice creams, snacks, crepes, things like that, treats for your van. You buy out your own money.
Yeah.
But Esme wouldn't. We were halfway through eating our meals and Esme had finished and Mila needed the loo. So I was like, Esme, you take her. I don't think the ice cream needed to know that, Esme.
No, it's a big
Es, can you take her?
I would have taken her for
Es, can you take her? Everyone else is still eating their dinner, it'll go cold. No. Please, will you buy me an ice cream if I take her? Right!
Fragola, which means
Fragola?
Fragola. It means strawberry. I thought on that one, fruity Dubrovska. That was
Oh, I don't fancy any of those actually. They look sorbet. Ah, right. Mila, get down. Oh, you're okay, you're okay. Oh, you're okay. I have an ice cream. Okay.
Yay!
I don't know.
Oh yeah, these ones look so good. Oh my gosh. You guys are messing up. What you going is?
I don't know if the cheesecake was nice or the
Pistachio. Yeah, that looks good as well. Oh, they look so good. Ooh, you going for a 2-scoop?
Yeah, it's cheesecake and pistachio.
Cheesecake with pistachio. Sounds good. Do you know it's the same restaurant we've just eaten?
Yeah, no,
I didn't even realise. I didn't even realise. I went for a cherry 1 scoop. So delicious. Oh, your little pie. Chris went for a caramello.
There's a cocoa white
You've got chocolate. Ah, she went for chocolate. Jace also went for chocolate. Careful me, spilling it all down your top.
Someone in my toes.
Somewhere in your toes?
Yeah, it was you.
Oh, Jace, look at your toes. Oh my gosh. Jace. Esme went for
A raspberry sorbet.
We spoke about this monumental day.
But Jace, so we'll speak about that when we get back.
Yeah, we should do.
We'll speak about it when we get back. And then mine's dripping everywhere. What do you go for?
Strawberry and I don't actually know what that is. I think it's like berries. Raspberry? Yeah, sorbet.
Mine's delicious. Oh,
I think
so
it's
good.
just berries. I think it's got blackberries in it too.
I didn't get Aurora one. She can have some of mine.
Mum,
Yeah.
try my cheesecake one. Usually I don't really like stuff like that, but
Mm.
I'll try some. And then yeah,
Oh yeah. That's really good. I like mine better.
try some.
Yeah, I did sweetheart. You know that all mums do this. Break the end off their ice cream for the little one. Here you go, cheeky Rora. What's this? That dummy's going to be straight out. Want an ice cream? Huh? What have you got? She's like, yeah, dummy can come out for that. Oh! Yum yum! Guys, that literally took me to give Aurora that tiny little bit of ice cream about 5 seconds. I come back and half my ice cream's gone. And Chris is giving it. It was leaking. While his tongue's all over it. Right. Right. Guys, we're on the hunt for a I was about to say Sorrento, sorry, go ahead.
Thanks.
You're welcome, sorry. Not a Sorrento, sorry, a Sardinia plaque. So, there's a few very cute little souvenir shops. So we're going to go in and have a quick look. There's fridge magnets. Cute ones. Straight back out, guys. Can't eat ice creams in there. Never mind. Come on, we might find her in another place.
Yeah.
The guys are saying, and rightly so, as we walk back up.
Well, deja vu, because this looks like the street in Portugal.
Yeah. Luz. Praia de Luz, that's it.
It looks like that same street that we've been up.
And it's so funny because Isabel's like, and down there, and then everyone went, should be this bar, should be this bar.
Just where this yellow building is.
Yeah.
We're walking up, and it looks like, if you in Praia de Luz, when you look over, it goes down. It's like a little spa.
Yeah.
And that's what should be here. It's so weird.
And there's even I don't know if you can see that orange terracotta looking building there. But just at the side of that building there, there's a big church and loads of people gathered outside.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I got to hear the noise of the scooters going up the hill. There's a big accident and a return for the scooter, so it goes.
Yeah, but on the way, if you're going up before eating dinner, they go up smoothly. And you go eat dinner and you're bloated, and they go up and they're like.
On the bikes.
Ice cream.
They're talking about our electric scooters, by the way. At first, because of the scooter motorbikes, I thought that's what you were meaning. No. But we were saying about the actual electric scooters that we use.
The bikes.
On the way back, on the way there, we're all buzzing and going zoom in, and then on the way back, it's so funny. Right, guys, we need to go because in the sky over there, it's looking a bit stormy. Mila, what happened?
Can I be a diarrhea?
Look at your shoe. What did you say, Jace?
I think she said she might be a diarrhea.
No, this is the girls' fault because the girls got ice creams that were too much. Couldn't eat it, so they offloaded onto Jace and Mila, who didn't really want them. And now theirs are so full that they're overflowing and spilling everywhere. What, darling? You want the pink out, don't you? Who put it in? Was it Esme? Isla? Naughty, naughty girls.
Can I get Mummy?
Sorry?
I didn't want Isla's because Isla's didn't taste really good. Esme got a really sweet bit. It was the same
Did
flavour,
she?
you scallywag.
I think
I just got a really good sweet bit.
you got a good bit.
I mean, Esme.
Isabel's shopping. Coke. Bet that's a fortune, isn't it? £3.49. 1 minute, Jace. Some cucumber, some juice, some not salsa, soy, some nail files because their nails have started to come off. And what's going on in the cozy den tonight?
Well,
Hello.
Dad doesn't let us use these at all. He doesn't let us.
Jace is fuming because Dad said that these pillows that Jace and Mila love are not good to sleep on because
They're too small.
they're too flat. Yeah. But you can use them if you want to. I think Dad was just saying they might not be so comfortable.
Wait, they are?
Are they?
I'm going to try here on the side.
Is that good?
Fine, then it's fine.
Alright.
I've got fit. Look how high that pillow is. Look how high it is.
But you don't sleep like that. That's just while you're watching TV. We've got the telly going and Jason's just chilling under here. But we've got big news, so let me just turn the telly off.
No,
There we go, we paused it.
yeah,
We've got the fans going, if we can hear that fan noise over there. Right,
because I'm boiling.
it's really warm and stuffy, isn't it?
Hot, not
Guys, I cannot, I've been putting off vlogging this all day because vlogging it makes it real. And I'm so happy for Jace that it's real. But it's bittersweet for Mama. Tell everybody, Jace.
wobbly tooth.
Jace has got a wobbly bottom tooth. How are you that age already, Jace? I literally brought you home from hospital yesterday.
No, I didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I know I actually didn't. But it feels like that. I remember you, this tiny little beautiful, beautiful baby boy. You were the most precious, perfect thing ever. And now you're already losing teeth. Like, that's so crazy for me.
Yeah, but teeth. Not these monkey baby teeth.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get bigger ones.
You get big boy teeth. That's right. And I know it's still a while away yet. That bottom tooth, he literally was eating something before and he said, Dad, I don't know why, but this really feels weird on my front tooth.
No, I said hurting.
Hurting my front tooth. So then Dad was like, no, there's no way he's got a wobbly. Dad got me to feel it, and straight away,
Wobbly tooth.
wobbly tooth. 5.5 years old. Exactly. Well, a few days and you'll be 5.5. But that's crazy. 5.5, and he's got a wobbly front tooth. His bottom one. So sad. Probably the first one that came through. That was the first ever tooth that you... Oh my gosh, I've never ever thought of it like that. That's the first ever tooth that you got. And now it's coming out.
It's the first one.
Yeah, the tooth fairy might come.
I know, but it's not going to be tonight.
No, because it won't fall out tonight. But what did you also say? It might not be the tooth fairy.
It might be an elf.
It might be a tooth elf instead.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll stay awake all night and check.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, first wobbly tooth for my big boy.
Will the tooth elf come?
Not tonight. Well, usually they don't come unless you're fast asleep. You've got to keep secret.
Right? How do everyone know?
What?
How do everyone know them? How do everyone know them already? And they're still secret.
How do people know if they're not allowed to be seen? Because they're magic.
Magic?
They're really magic, yeah. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and
it's like Santa Claus. Santa Claus is magic.
I know, but Daddy's putting this on craft. Can I put this kind of toe on? I love that one.
Yeah, you can put that on if you want to.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Daddy's been naughty, not let me.
Daddy's been naughty. No, you're not about Daddy tonight, are you, darling?
Wait, no magic classes.
Right.
Help me. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Wait.
Before I put Mila up on the bed, I'm going to say goodnight because we're about to have a cup of tea, read some books, unwind down for the evening. We've got a big decision to make tomorrow. Are we staying or are we leaving? We're going to decide when we check the weather tomorrow because we all know that the weather can just change its mind. So who knows what the weather is. It has done that constantly all week, in fact. So we're going to wait and see what the weather says tomorrow, and then we're going to make a decision. But we will either be staying for the boat trip or leaving and not doing the boat trip.
Get me out of bed.
Okay, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow at 5 PM. Good night, guys.
So yeah, I watched the entire video, the entire vlog, and it suddenly struck me what the hell was the clickbait title all about, and I had to think back, something about a dilemma or what will we do now or some shit, right? And I think it had something to do with the boat and whether or not they should take the boat out, whether or not they should stay a few days in where they are right now. And I'm thinking to myself, is that all that was all about? Fucking hell. Chris, you're losing the plot a little bit. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. Right, so I'm aware that this video, my version has been a bit shit, right? I'm not, yeah, I know it has. My apologies. Issues this end of things, so I'm sorry. I know some of you are going to unsub as a result because it's so boring, it's so rubbish. I'm producing content which is absolutely dire. My apologies. Hopefully tomorrow it will be better. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back on the game and I'll produce something of some worthiness, right? Until next time, please comment all of your thoughts about it down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new and if you want some more content. Until next time, have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.